Happy Thursday, Rocketeers. I'm going to share a story from China today, and it's called Lon Po Po, and it's a Red Riding Hood story from China. So it's similar to the one we read yesterday, but it doesn't follow the same storyline of the typical Red Riding Hood story that you may have heard in the past. I do have a physical copy of the book, but unfortunately, I want you to be able to follow along reading with me, and I think it's a little bit hard when I'm holding the book and trying to read to you for you to actually be able to see very well. So I am going to use this black and white version that I have on the computer. If I can find a video of someone reading the color copy online, I can put that in the comments. So maybe check that out. So the story is called Lon Po Po. It's translated and illustrated by Ed Young. Let's go ahead and get started. Stopping here really quick. Just take a look. We see a person waving, and we'll find out who that person is on the next page. Once, long ago, there was a woman who lived alone in the country with her 3 children, Shang, Tao, and Paozi. On the day of their grandmother's birthday, the good mother set off to see her, leaving the 3 children at home. Before she left, she said, "Be good while I'm away, my heart-loving children. I will not return tonight. Remember to close the door tight at sunset and latch it well." But an old wolf lived nearby and saw the good mother leave. At dusk, disguised as an old woman, he came up to the house of the children and knocked on the door twice. Bang, bang. Shang, who was the eldest, said through the latched door, "Who is it?" "My little Jules," said the wolf. "This is your grandmother, your Po Po." "Po Po?" Shang said. "Our mother has gone to visit you." So we see 2 of the children here. And we see the oldest girl, Shang, with the wolf at the door. Let's keep reading. Here they all are. The wolf acted surprised. "To visit me? I have not met her along the way. She must have taken a different route." "Po Po," Shang said, "how is it that you come so late?" The wolf answered, "The journey is long, my children, and the day is short." Shang listened through the door. "Po Po," she said, "why is your voice so low?" "Your grandmother has caught a cold, good children, and it is dark and windy out here. Quickly open up and let your Po Po come in," the cunning wolf said. Tao and Paozi could not wait. One unlatched the door and the other opened it. They shouted, "Po Po, Po Po, come in." At the moment he entered the door, the wolf blew out the candle. "Po Po," Shang asked, "why did you blow out the candle? The room is now dark." The wolf did not answer. Tao and Paozi rushed to their Po Po and wished to be hugged. The old wolf held Tao. "Good child, you are so plump." He embraced Paozi. "Good child, you have grown to be so sweet." Soon the old wolf pretended to be sleepy. He yawned. "All the chicks are in the coop," he said. "Po Po is sleepy too." When he climbed into the big bed, Paozi climbed in at one end with the wolf, and Shang and Tao climbed in at the other. But when Shang stretched, she touched the wolf's tail. Po Po, your foot has a bush on it." So here they're all in the bed together. I think you can see this picture much better in my copy. I'll try to make it big for you. Let's see if I can make this video a little bigger. You can see my picture. They're all in the bed together. And Shang who I've noticed something about Shang so far, and I want to see if you guys have noticed something. Shang has been asking a lot of questions, and she's been noticing little things that are happening. And I want you to think of a really good character trait for Shang. What is a good character trait for Shang? When Shang is asking a lot of questions, and she's noticing a lot of little details that seem to be slightly off. Um, I will put that question in the Google form. What is a good character trait that would describe Shang? Okay. I'm going to go and read this last paragraph one more time. But when Shang stretched out, she touched the wolf's tail. Popo, Popo, your foot has a bush on it. They are in bed. Popo has brought hemp strings to weave you a basket, the wolf said. Shang touched grandmother's sharp claws. Popo, Popo, your hand has thorns on it. Popo has brought an owl to make shoes for you, the wolf said. At once, Shang lit the light and the wolf blew it out again. But Shang had seen the wolf's hairy face. What do you think Shang will do? We just found out Shang lit the fire and she saw the wolf's face very briefly because the wolf blew it out again. But she knows now that that's not her Popo. Think about, what do you think Shang might do? Make a prediction. Keep it in your brain. Let's keep reading. Popo, Popo, she said. For she was not only the eldest, she was the most clever. You must be hungry. Have you eaten ginkgo nuts? What is ginkgo? The wolf asked. Ginkgo is soft and tender like the skin of a baby. One taste and you will live forever, Shang said. And the nuts grow on the top of the tree just outside the door. The wolf gave a sigh. Oh dear, Popo is old. Her bones have become brittle. No longer can she climb trees. Good, Popo, we can pick some for you, Shang said. The wolf was delighted. So on this page, Rocketeers, it says Shang was not only the eldest, which means she wasn't just the oldest child, but she was the most clever. And we know clever is another word for really smart. And it seems like she might be coming up with a plan. So here we see they're climbing up the tree. See what happens next. Shang jumped out of bed, and Tao and Patsy came with her to the ginkgo tree. There, Shang told her sisters about the wolf, and all three climbed up the tall tree. The wolf waited and waited. Plump Tao did not come back. Sweet Patsy did not come back. And Shang did not come back. And no one brought any nuts from the ginkgo tree. At last, the wolf shouted, "Where are you, children?" Popo, Shang called out, "We are on top of the tree eating ginkgo nuts." "Good children," the wolf begged, "pluck some for me." But Popo, ginkgo is magic only when it is plucked directly from the tree. You must come pluck it from the tree yourself. The wolf came outside and paced back and forth under the tree where he heard the three children eating the ginkgo nuts at the top. "Oh, Popo, these nuts are so tasty, the skin so tender," Shang said. The wolf's mouth began to water for a taste. Finally, Shang, the eldest and the most clever child, said, "Popo, Popo, I have a plan. At the door, there is a big basket. Behind it is a rope. Tie the rope to the basket, sit in the basket, and throw the other end to me. I can pull you up. Shang definitely has a plan. So here she goes. Remember, she said, go and pluck the basket from inside. Grab some rope and we can pull you up to the ginkgo tree. The wolf was overjoyed and fetched the basket and the rope, then threw one end of the rope to the top of the tree. Shang caught the rope and began to pull the basket up and up. Halfway, she let go of the rope and the basket and the wolf fell to the ground. I am so small and weak, Po Po, Shang pretended. I could not hold the rope alone. This time I will help, Tao said. Let us do it again. The wolf had only one thought in his mind, to taste a ginkgo nut. He climbed into the basket again. Now Shang and Tao pulled the rope on the basket together, higher and higher. Again, they let go. And again, the wolf tumbled down, down, and bumped his head. The wolf was furious. He growled and cursed. We could not hold the rope, Po Po, Shang said, but only one ginkgo nut and you will be well again. I shall give a hand to my sisters this time, Poutsy, the youngest said. This time we shall not fail. Here we see the wolf falling from the tree. And here the wolf is trying again. One last time. Remember, Poutsy and Tao were like, we're going to help out this time. It'll work. Now the children pulled the rope with all their strength. As they pulled, they sang, hey-yo, hey-yo, and the basket rose straight up, higher than the first time, higher than the second time, and higher until it nearly reached the top of the tree. When the wolf reached out, he could almost touch the highest branch. But at that moment, Shang coughed, and they all let go of the rope, and the basket fell down and down and down. Not only did the wolf bump his head, but he broke his heart to pieces. Po Po! Shang shouted, but there was no answer. Po Po! Tao shouted, but there was no answer. Po Po! Poutsy shouted. There was still no answer. The children climbed to the branches just above the wolf and saw that he was truly dead. Then they climbed down, went into the house, closed the door, locked the door with the latch, and fell peacefully asleep. Here they are looking down to see the wolf. On the next day, their mother returned with baskets of food from their real Po Po, and the three sisters told her the story of the Po Po who had come. The end. So, Rocketeers, I want to take a second for you to think about the big idea or the central message of this book. I think it's really easy for us to say that all readers should learn to listen to their parents, or all readers should learn to follow the rules or directions that are given to you. But I want you to think a little bit differently today. Something that Shang and her sisters did helped them solve their problem. And I want you to think about, first off, what is the problem? What is the solution? How did it get solved? And that solution is what's going to help you think about what you can learn for yourself. Okay? So think about the problem, think about how it was solved, and think, in that solution, there's something that you can learn as a good reader reading this book. And I really want you to go back, think about Shang as a character. What are some things that you might do similar to Shang to help you solve your problems? So please comment if you read the book with me today. I'll try to find a color copy of the book for you to look through online somewhere, and I will post that in this post. Please make sure you're doing the Google document that goes with this video so you can answer some questions about the book for me. I would appreciate it. Thank you guys. Talk to you soon.